Welcome to World Transits Today, practicing in the tradition of Stanislav Grof and Richard Tarnas, blending consciousness research with astrology. I'm Art Granoff. Here's today's chart, and we'll be focusing today, August 10th, 2021, on 4 planetary archetypes: the Sun, Mercury, Mars, and Jupiter, focusing the spotlight on 4 current transits: Mercury conjunct Mars, Sun opposite Jupiter, Mercury opposite Jupiter, and Mars opposite Jupiter. Let's start out today with Mercury conjunct Mars. Early August to early September, organized for action. Mercury is thinking, planning, organization, what's sensible, rational, logical. Also the overheated mind, confused, puzzled, full of important nonsense, receiving, then dropping cow waste. Mars is courage, strength, force, a strong position, tenacious, determined, or with action blocked, frustration, leading to red-hot anger. Taste my sword, might is right. Mercury-Mars, the ideological fight, leading to mentally stimulating activity. January 6th, insurrection, those planning the attack. The ongoing strategy, coordinated, ready for action. The Olympics, mentally and physically preparing, training for the Olympics. Here's 3 U.S. athletes, huge performance, Mars, based on years of training, Mercury. Let's meet Suni Lee, 18 years old, born 2003, an American artistic gymnast. She's the 2020 Olympic all-around champion and bronze medalist. She won gold at the 2019 World Championships and silver at the 2020 Olympic Games. Lee is a 6-time member of the U.S. Women's National Gymnastics Team, with a total of 6 World Championship and Olympic medals. And here's her chart, with Sun conjunct Mercury, sextile Mars. Also Mars conjunct Pluto, opposite Saturn. Strength, will, power, channeled into training for the Olympics. Let's meet Simone Biles, an American artistic gymnast who won a combined total of 32 Olympic and World Championship medals. Biles is one of the most decorated gymnasts of all time. Her 7 Olympic medals also ties Shannon Miller for the most Olympic medals won by an American female gymnast. And here's her chart. Sun conjunct Mercury opposite Mars. Also Mars opposite Saturn, the strong will to compete and win. And please welcome Shannon Lee Miller, is an American former artistic gymnast. She was the 1993 and 1994 World All-Around Champion and member of the gold medal-winning Magnificent 7 team at the 1996 Olympics. And here's her chart. Hey, Sun conjunct Mercury. Also Mars square Jupiter, opposite Saturn. The drive to continue in the face of resistance. Let's go now to Sun opposite Jupiter, from early August to early September. The large, sunny disposition, the big statement. The Sun is my vibes, my style, my identity, or maybe wound too tight, too hot. Jupiter's big, gracious, self-assured, confident action, a sunny personality, encouraging, welcoming a warm hug, inspiring pat on the back, identifying with a large position. Or off balance, the mighty me, one who knows better, or overgrand, opposer. I'm super bad, as too grand, boastful, or maybe too purple. Let's welcome William S. Burrows, Sun conjunct Mercury and Sun conjunct Jupiter. William Burrows, born 1914 through 1997, was an American writer, visual artist, spoken word performer, credited as a primary figure of the Beat Generation, and a major postmodern author who influenced popular culture and literature. Burrows wrote 18 novels, 6 collections of short stories, and 4 collections of essays. Here's his chart. Sun conjunct Mercury. The bright sun lights up his mind. Sun conjunct Jupiter, personally reaching for the heights. And Sun conjunct Uranus, welcoming what's new with trickster, rebellion, obliterating the status quo. Burrows, known for his big books, and the most popular is Naked Lunch. There it is. The unnerving tale of a descent into the hellish world of a drug addict traveling from New York to Tangiers, then into Interzone, his nightmarish modern urban wasteland in which the forces of good and evil vie for control of the individual and all of humanity. By mixing the fantastic with his own unmistakable vision, Burrows created a unique masterpiece that remains a classic of 20th century fiction. Norman Mailer declared Burrows the only American writer who may be conceivably possessed by genius. Sun Mercury opposite Jupiter, William S. Burrows, climbing the mountain, taking in the larger view, then reporting what was found. Mercury opposite Jupiter, early August to mid-month, 2-week transit. Big thoughts, large plans, politics, organized religion. Mercury, thinking, organization, what's rational. The principle of logos, taken from the Greeks long ago, who used the term as a principle of order and knowledge. Jupiter's big, gracious, confident, or too grand, boastful. His Imperial Majesty, the Secretary of State, the President, the Pope. Inspiration, move me brightly. Mercury, Jupiter, big ideas, large organization, long-term planning, executing large plans, ideological influencing, enlarged opinion, exaggerated claims of reliable economic transportation, the used car salesman, or perhaps religion, huge metaphysical claims, saviors, heaven, hell. Woo! Mercury, Jupiter, more education, graduate school, the scholar, top expert in the field, the professor of large ideas or complex subjects, speaking truth to power, the refreshing comedian, George Carlin, an American stand-up comedian, actor, social critic, and author, regarded as one of the most important and influential stand-up comics of all times. He was dubbed the Dean of Counterculture Comedians. He was known for his dark humor and reflections on politics, the English language, psychology, religion, and further taboo subjects. Here's his chart. Sun conjunct Mercury and Uranus. He's unique. Mercury trine Jupiter with big ideas. Also Mercury opposite Mars, demonstrating them through his comedy routine. Catch George Carlin encore performances on YouTube, speaking truth to power, most succinct for today. And last but not least, Mars opposite Jupiter, Mars force, strength, determination, or anger leading to conflict, a fight. Jupiter, big, confident, or too grand, imperial. Large supervision, the big physical jail, the prison warden, or the big mental jail, the theological minister. Mars opposite Jupiter, big stuff, all dressed up, super display of force, parading the well-equipped army, navy, war games, war. Jupiter extending Mars drive with large banners, pomp, the position of strength, U.S. forces, grand actions, attacking with big weapons, influencing situations. 1945, the U.S. military, unleashing the big weapon, the large murder, the grand slaughter. The big explosion, August 9, 1945, Nagasaki atomic bomb blast. The atmosphere of technological fanaticism, in which scientists work to create the most powerful weapon of destruction then known to the world. More pointedly, it revealed a new stage in the merging of military actions and scientific methods. Indeed, a new era in which the technology of destruction could destroy the Earth in roughly the time it takes to boil an egg. The atomic bomb was symbolic of the power of post-war America rather than a ruthless weapon of indiscriminate destruction, which conveniently put to rest painful questions concerning justice, morality, and ethical responsibility. Mars-Jupiter, the atomic bomb, the giant death machine, imperial hubris gone wild. A national mindset put forward strongly by a tight-knit leadership group that takes on a sense of omnipotence, of unique standing in the world that grants it the right to hold sway over all other nations. On the transit timeline, Mercury conjunct Mars, the ideological fight, leading to mentally stimulating activity from early August to September. The Sun opposite Jupiter from early August to early September. Moses descending from the mountain with the 10 Commandments. Or the mighty me, one who knows better. I'm super bad. Mercury opposite Jupiter. August 4th through 18th for 2 weeks. Big ideas, large organization, executing large plans, or exaggerated claims, the used car salesman. And Mars opposite Jupiter for 1 week till mid-August. Grand actions, or attacking with big weapons, influencing situations. So thanks for joining me on World Transits today, special Archetypal News Network edition. World Transits is available daily at my site, Reference Astrology, and the audio version at Apple Podcast. Contact me for a birth chart and transit reading, where we confidentially explore the planetary archetypes relating to you. And see you tomorrow.